It's Sam, and I'm talking about the full moon in Sagittarius on June 24th, 2021. I'm going to talk about it in about 5-6 minutes. Before I launch into that, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, join, and ring the bell so that you get notified of future videos like this and other important astrological matters in transit. So we have the full moon in Sagittarius on June 24th, 2021. Now, Sagittarius is the sign of hope and purpose. It's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is now retrograde. I'm going to be talking about Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, as well as the Nakshatras of Mula and Ardra, and also the conjunction of Mars and Venus in Cancer. So we're going to talk about quite a bit. But we start with that full moon. When the moon is full, it's opposite the sun, and that means that the full moon in Sagittarius is reflecting the sun from Gemini back into that place. So we're all dealing with the sort of Gemini energy where we're looking to understand things, comprehend things, because the sun is there, and learn how to speak effectively about those things. So the full moon in Sagittarius brings this sense of purpose to all of that information gathering. So again, this sense of hope and purpose elevates the information gathering qualities of Gemini. Again, Gemini is about discrimination, understanding, comprehension, figuring things out. But again, we can just get stuck in trivia and playing around and not taking things seriously. So that full moon in Sagittarius is a time to really feel the importance of being in alignment with higher principles and higher wisdom. That takes the information gathering of Gemini and aligns it with a higher purpose. Otherwise, we're just playing around on the internet rather than using it as a tool to inspire us, okay? So for example, so this is a great promise right now as we move toward that full moon on June 24th, is to take the information that we're gathering and align it with a higher purpose. It's great for studying, great for learning, and really connecting with your teachers and your gurus. And if you're a teacher and a guru, it's good for you as well. Now, it's happening in this Ardra Mula axis. This is where the plane of the galaxy runs. And it's happening right on the plane of the galaxy. The full moon is in Mula Nakshatra, with the sun being in Ardra Nakshatra. Now, this is where Shiva and his wife Parvati, or Devi, do their dance. Now, again, it's a very transformative section of the Zodiac. We could see some pretty intense, maybe transformative, transformative events and activities happen as we get closer to that full moon, particularly like maybe on the 22nd, 23rd. But other than that, it's a very spiritual place. Again, Lord Shiva is the great meditating yogi, the great yogi who is detached from all the drama and destruction of the world. Instead, it's a great time to destroy your ego. And that galactic plane is a very transformative section of the sky. And so, again, the full moon is in Mula, where there's that wild, frenzied dance of Kali, and opposite that is Shiva and the detachment. So, being willing to transform and change things, but then in the midst of change, being still and silent, that's a great promise. Now, as I said, we have these retrograde planets are also going. Jupiter and Saturn are now retrograde. Mercury's also retrograde, but he's about to go forward again. So it's a great time to be reflecting on your teachings, reflecting on what inspires you. That's the Jupiter retrograde. We'll be feeling that one the most because the full moon is in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. So again, it's great for study, but the main reason is because study is where we reflect and introspect on our teachings and what inspires us. But Saturn is also retrograde. He's been retrograde for a while, so we're really concentrating on those things that inspire us now. This is a great promise at this time, but we should really feel it on that full moon. And usually when we get this full moon in Sagittarius, it's what's called Guru Purnima, but now it's happening a little early, but it has that same kind of energy of Guru Purnima, which is the day to really honor your teachings and your teachers and really connect with them through meditation and spiritual practice. And so the last real important feature right now is that Mars-Venus in Cancer. Of course, Mars is debilitated in Cancer, so we're maybe a little bit, fighting a little bit or very emotional about all of our battles. We're not feeling so disciplined. We're maybe a little emotionally triggered and frustrated. Venus is also there, which can bring that out in romantic relationships and partners, and partnerships, but also other kinds of agreements. So, Venus and Mars in the same sign of Cancer can also bring some great healing around relationships and around partners, especially in situations where maybe there's been some contentiousness. Venus and Mars, when they join, also makes for a certain amount of like sexual passion and that kind of thing. So we might, it might be good for that kind of even sort of sexual healing stuff. Fighting and then making up, it can be a great thing. But this Venus-Mars in Cancer definitely has a contentiousness with relationships, but it could also be some emotional healing around those themes as well. So we did this in about 5 minutes. Again, I hope you have a great full moon in Sagittarius. Go ahead and like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon.